Well, if you haven't heard the story, I was in a car for 5 hours. I've done the legs, the upper body. I really felt like I've energized myself, but I don't feel like I've used my core. So that's what we're going to do, you know. And this is something you start to really notice in yourself, which is a fabulous thing. You start to notice which area of your body needs to use. So I was talking about when I talk about holistic kind of work, I was talking about the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. Here, it kind of leans into, you know, what area of your body needs working on, and which hasn't worked, and it's definitely my core. So I really want to take a moment to work on that. Okay. So be seated and just really connect into that fierce fire breath. And if you haven't, don't know what I'm talking about, please go back, find the video where it says fierce fire breath. Okay, it's really important, because then we don't have to go on about it. Go on about it. I don't have to go on. Oh my God, I have to go on about it every time I do it. We can just move into the movement, which means we can get more movement in, which means we get stronger in our core. It's all for your benefit. Okay, right. So really taking a couple of breaths, feeling in the breath, feeling in the core. Take an inhale, sweeping the arms up as you exhale, fist to core. This is from the table, eh? Strong in the core, legs up. Use that core, lean on into your back, let your legs fly up, recross drop. It could become a workout for all of your body, like your legs, if you allow it to. Don't allow it to. Dig into your core. We're going to go again, right? This is 10 minutes of intense core work. And if you think of your core in more of an energetic kind of vibe, I always think of it as being yellow, has its own frequency. And again. Okay. Fingertips behind you. Bring your legs up. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Point through your toes. You know, the core of your being, it's about your arms out. It's about your strength, it's about your courage, it's about your willpower, it's about your, you know, because being an entrepreneur isn't an easy ride, okay? Go get a 9-to-5 job if you want an easy ride. So you know, you may not be an entrepreneur, you might be thinking, yeah, that's why I chose not to be. But for those of you who are, you know, but equally looking at it from not, you know, from a non-entrepreneurial point as well, you're loving the fact I'm holding you in half boat. You know, you need strength and courage in all walks of life, right? Feet to the floor. Now, if you allow your knees to windscreen wiper from side to side for me. Cool. And then bring your fingertips together. Take an inhale, and as you exhale with that strong core, just take your knees over to the left and spin to the right. Inhaling back to center, exhaling knees to right, spin to left. So this is the movement, okay? Use your core, get strong in your core, and then move around it. So I fed Reggie, which meant that the previous video was shorter. Now he's finished his dinner and he's whining at the door. So you start to really notice that, right? Okay, now, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us back into doing that movement again, okay? Because my carpet is filthy and I've just suddenly gone, oh my God, I seriously need to get the Hoover out. But equally, I want to do some core work, right? So there's no harm in repeating what you've done again, right? Okay? Don't have to know loads of different movements. You can do a sequence of a couple of movements and then repeat. Here we go. Just measure the table. Recross. Inhale, sweep arms up. Legs up. I can really feel. So I've been doing this now for last Monday is when I thought to myself, do you know what? If I'm going to do these videos, if I'm going to exercise, I might as well put them up on my YouTube. If I'm taking this really seriously, so I changed my YouTube name. It was Yoga with Penny, and now it's Stay with Penny, to go with all my other offerings out there, which I stay. because, you know, I think there's something to be said for that word. Fingertips behind, under the palms, uncross the legs. So now I'm not breaking in, we're just kind of like moving all the time now, no rest in between. Straighten left leg, bring it in. Strong breath all the time. So this is really, really, you know, a big workout for the core. Because otherwise what happens is it ends up being a workout for the body. Really hug on in on that exhale. Legs straight now. Reach on up with your toes. Reach on up, reach on up, reach on up, reach on up. Reach on up, reach on up, reach on up. Get your shoulders down. Reach on up, and feet to the floor. Now let's just let the knees drop on over, because that was full on, right? I said we weren't going to break. I changed my mind. I think it's all fine to change your mind, redirect, go in an opposite direction when things aren't working the way you want them to. Okay, cool. And now we're going to do the twist. And we're going to end on this because the dogs are really irritating me. Yeah, I get irritated. There we go, the dogs. Okay, we're going to take the knees over to the right this time and spin to the left on the exhale. Inhaling back, exhaling, knees to left, spin to right. Here we go again. And then back. So you really do feel like you're using your core right now. This knee stuff here. Woo! I don't know what the time is. I'm a wanted woman. I keep on getting phone calls. Oh. Friends and family. Okay. Right. Literally, there's so much dog hair on the ground. Okay, a lot of core work, okay? I think it's really nice. The knee stuff's good. But equally what is good is if you have this side stretch either side. So if you come down onto your back, I'm literally looking at the floor going, oh my God. So you lie on your floor, right? All the way down, legs out in front. You bend your right knee. You keep your right arm by your side and you take your left arm up and over. And you just stretch. So you flex your left toes and press through that left heel. So all you're doing is stretching out through the left side of your body here. And you're staying with that fierce far breath, guys, okay? Head down on the ground. I'm just lifting mine up to talk to you. And just switch. Here we go. Left foot in, left arm in, extending out to the right side of your body. The dogs get really impatient. Woo! Okay, I'm really impressed because I managed to get all of that down. Right arm in, right foot to the side. Rock yourself up to seated. Woo! Here we go. Nice work. Ciao.